But some people use that for bishop. So I just clarify before we go. It's like,
Oh.
what's our hierarchy here? Where's
Where we going?
where's Pope? Where's Bishop? Where's Cardinal? Because they say Cardinal, you know I'm signing Redbird, right?
Right, yeah. Natural reaction. Redbird baseball. Yeah.
You know all the Cardinals.
Yeah. This one has a red light this time. Last time it didn't have a red light.
I took the tape off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before it was modified old school, so we could take it out and do it like at theaters and things, and not be all red light, red light, red light. And then yeah, because you got anxious about not having a red light, I took the tape off. Okay, Hannah's in charge of playing, of going. Again, you're gonna have the warm up. You have the 1 minute, and then go. Okay. You want to read first, all right? Okay, go.
Are you okay?
I was gonna grab water, but
Here. Don't toss it. It's not playing yet.
Thanks.
Are we ready?
Ready, Freddy. Oh God. I just realized I need to go to the bathroom.
Today, I want to talk about networking. I want you to know that people you know help you find a job. Only 25% of all jobs are advertised. That means that 75% of jobs are never advertised. How do you know about these jobs?
Good, yeah.
Well, let's talk about that just a little bit.
Minute.
Momentum. Fast forward the 1 minute.
I mean, do you want to? Okay.
No, just leave it.
Are you sure?
Just leave it, yeah.
Alright.
You're working for a company and you hear that in the next department someone's retiring. And you say to yourself, I'd like to apply for that job. You go, you talk to the supervisor, you talk to people in the department, you find out about the job, and you start the process. Other people do the same thing. By the time the job is posted on the bulletin board, the supervisor of the department may have already said, I've talked to 5 people, I know who I want, and he never advertises it outside of the organization. Now, if you're a deaf person, how do you know about this if you're not part of the rumor mill? You see people talking around, chatting. They say things like, Joe's retiring. You have to figure out a way to get that information as a deaf person. And what we want to talk about today is how to network with people so that they get you the information. You have to make contacts with people that you know. You have to keep up friendly contacts with the people that you know. It's not a once-a-year thing. It's not a once-a-month thing. It's something you do all the time. You don't want people in the organization that you're working with thinking of you as someone who's off at the desk doing their work but not part of their life. You want to make sure you are part of their life also. So, you're making contacts with people that you're working with, you're letting them know that you're interested in a job or changing a job. This is what we call learning about the hidden job market. Remember before I mentioned that 75% of all jobs are not advertised. That's the hidden job market. If you're looking in the newspaper or on the World Wide Web and you see that this organization or an organization is looking for an advanced person to work in the information technology department, the advertisement says they're looking for someone with 10 years of experience. They're looking for someone who has a wide level of very sophisticated skills. And you say to yourself, I'm not going to apply for that job. I'm not going to apply for a job at that organization. They're not looking for me. Well, probably that organization that's looking for a very sophisticated person also has lower level jobs that in the same department. And what you have to do is find out who to talk to and get into the organization. You have to say things like, I'm looking for a job. You have to describe the kind of job you want to your friends. You have to say, do you know anybody I could contact? You have to say to people, can you think of 5 or 6 different organizations that I could apply to? You have to say, would you be willing to be part of my network of friends? And you know what? A lot of people say they would love to do that. Now, who can you ask to be part of your network of friends? Of course, you can ask people that you work with, people in the same organization with you. You can ask your friends. You can ask your neighbors. You can ask your family. You can ask Uncle Joe. You can ask people from previous jobs. You can ask people that are looking for jobs along with you. They may have made contacts that are interesting, that may be interesting to you but may not be helpful to them. You can ask people at your church or synagogue, place of worship. You know that such and such a person who goes to church with you works at one company. You may not know that person well, but as you're walking out of church, approach the person and chat with them. It's a way to develop a list of contacts. When you're at the gym, you're working out, or you're playing football, or you're playing baseball, those are also contacts that can help you find jobs. That's what developing a network is all about. So let me give you an example. You go to your uncle and you say, Uncle Joe, I'm finished college now. I'm interested in getting a job. Do you know anybody I could contact? And your uncle says, gee, you know, I know someone who works at Bosch and Loan. Let me give you Jane Smith's name and telephone number. Fine. You then call Jane Smith, and the first thing you say is, after you introduce yourself, you say, my uncle Joe Jameson suggested that I call you. The first thing that this contact thinks about is not you and you looking for a job. They think about their contact with your uncle. Then you can talk about yourself, and it's a way to make that connection. Later in class, we will do some role playing doing this, but that's what I have to say at the moment about networking.
I was just waiting because
Is
I've done
everybody?
it before where I'm like